Good afternoon. It is 4:30. We have a few top stories we're working on for you. The deadline for students to report their vaccination to UCO is tomorrow.
And the CDC says it's urgent that pregnant women to get the COVID-19 vaccine. We're also keeping an eye on Congress as both chambers pass a bill to avert a government shutdown. But first, we're going to toss things over to MC.
We've had a bit of rain today, MC, and I know you've been tracking these storms.
That's right, Courtney and Tyler. Good afternoon, Bronchos. It is raining outside, very wet. As you can see behind me, we got a little bit of VO going on. Earlier today on campus, it was pouring down rain, but right now we do have a few sprinkles, a few showers. Right now, big number on the screen, 67 degrees outside. Have some scattered showers, like I said. Have a bit of an overcast as well. We have a northeast wind of about 13 miles per hour, and our humidity is sitting at 93%. So it's a little warm, but that breeze is coming in very nice, and it feels like 66. Now the weather headlines, it's raining after all of that heat. We will have some scattered showers tonight. Some storms will bring some cooler temperatures going into the week. We will see some potential high wind gusts about 60 miles per hour, and then some a quarter chance of hail as well, and then some possible flooding. Now the temperature across the state, 67 here in the metro, 76 in Clinton, Altus 82, Ardmore 67, McAllister 85, and Tulsa 68. Now that's all I have for you guys currently. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the full weather. Back to you guys.
And with 1 day to go until the Move the Needle campaign expires, UCO says 39% of students are fully vaccinated. Time is running out.
50% of students must be fully vaccinated for UCO to begin extending fall break by 1 day. UCO has been hosting several on-campus vaccine clinics this month. Don't forget, if you previously submitted your vaccine status in the spring or summer, you still need to submit it again for it to count. And UCO is reporting 46 active cases on campus right now. UCO says it has over 1,100 recoveries. The university has seen 1,153 cases since August last year.
And the State Department of Health is reporting over 1,800 new cases across the state today. This brings the total number of active cases to over 11,000. 1,065 Oklahomans are hospitalized with the virus. 326 are in the ICU. And the CDC is issuing an urgent recommendation for pregnant women to get vaccinated against the coronavirus. Right now, the CDC says only 31% of pregnant women are vaccinated. The agency says the benefits outweigh known or potential risks.
We are fortunate now to have extraordinary safety data with all of these vaccines. We know that pregnant women are at increased risk of severe disease, of hospitalization and ventilation. They're also at increased risk for adverse events to their baby.
The CDC says 22 pregnant women died in August alone, the worst month yet of the pandemic. The agency says pregnant women are also being urged to get flu shots.
We have new information from Congress as both chambers pass a short-term funding bill just hours before the midnight deadline. The bill extends funding through December 3rd. UCentral's Jessica Morales joins us in studio with the latest from Capitol Hill.
Thanks, Tyler and Courtney. The negotiations continue on the Hill today as Democrats cannot seem to come to an agreement on how the party will vote for the reconciliation bill and the infrastructure bill. Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal of the state of Washington is the chairwoman of the Progressive Caucus. She says that progressives will not be able to vote on the infrastructure bill until the reconciliation spending bill has been voted on. There are just 2 Senate Democrats who are struggling with the $3.5 trillion bill. Senators Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema are pushing the brakes on the infrastructure bill, saying that the price tag is just too high. Speaker Nancy Pelosi has said multiple times over the past few days that she doesn't bring a bill to the floor that doesn't have enough votes, so it is still expected to be voted on later this evening. This infrastructure bill includes funding for things like roads and bridges, universal pre-K, airports, and even climate change. Now, the Senate and House have just passed a short-term funding bill to avert a government shutdown, keeping the government funded through the beginning of December. It will now go to the president's desk to be signed. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you. Looking for a fall event, the UCO International Student Council is hosting an inaugural Mid-Autumn Festival. This will be in the Nye University Center ballrooms and is open to everyone on campus next Wednesday. UCO says the festival will be night-filled with free food and cultural performances.
And the Gender and Sexuality Conference started on campus today. I took a deeper look into the work going on behind the scenes. All year, the staff and volunteers of the BGLTQ+ Center have been preparing for the International Gender and Sexuality Studies Conference that started today in the Nye University Center.
This is something the center has done for over 6 years. We had to omit last year due to COVID reasons, but we're happy to reintroduce it just with mask up and vaccinations if possible.
Hundreds of hours of prep have gone into the event as over 200 people from at least a dozen countries are expected to attend the conference this week.
As far as all hands in the center right now, we are responsible for kind of prepping the resources we're providing at the conference. So preparing goodie bags, getting donations for those.
Students will present their own research, and there will be visual art displayed, panel discussions, and workshops available to attend.
A zine making workshop that's going to happen, I believe, early tomorrow morning. That's in connection with the Melton Art Gallery and the exhibit that they're showing now about women's rights and the progression towards women's rights. And there's actually a really big history with zines and how they have played into like riots and protests and also just like personal expression of self.
The conference will go through Saturday and is free for students to attend. In Edmond, Courtney Hall, UCentral News. And Oklahoma City Mayor David Holt says OKC has the #1 lowest unemployment in the United States. OKC tied for first place with Salt Lake City in Utah. This is according to new data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Holt says our current rate of 2.6% is the lowest since December 2019.
Oklahoma City police are offering a cash reward for help identifying this person. Officers say he stole from a dispensary near Hefner and Rockwell. Police say this happened on September 12th. Police ask that you contact Crime Stoppers with any information. And the Oklahoma City Fire Department says lightning struck a house in far north OKC. Firefighters say one person and their pets were home when lightning struck the house. They say the person is being treated for smoke inhalation. Firefighters say the fire started on the roof before spreading to the attic and a portion of the second floor. Crews were able to contain and put out the fire.
And the annual Media Ethics Conference is back in person this year. Various speakers will be on campus to speak to students and provide them important opportunities for professional growth. UCentral's Eden Jones spoke with one of the panelists and gives us a look at what to expect.
As the beliefs and values of our nation and world are increasingly polarized, upholding these principles will continue to challenge the media beyond our wildest imaginations.
The UCO Department of Mass Communication is hosting the annual Media Ethics Conference this upcoming Monday. Various speakers are invited to come to give insight into ethical issues we may not always speak about in class. UCO graduate Amanda Sue is one of the panelists for this year's conference and is hoping her topic brings attention to some of the struggles she endures in the world of media.
Well, I got invited to speak on a panel called Reporting While Being a Person of Color, and being someone who comes from Malaysia and also being in Oklahoma, I feel like it was really important for me to be speaking out about my experience because it's been a struggle. When you're a person of color, things are a little bit different here, and I want to do my best to make sure that my race and my community is represented.
Because the conference is in person this year, Sue encourages people to attend to witness the great viewpoints about how the media connects and disconnects us.
I know that last year we did it all completely online, so I'm hoping that this year there's going to be more people that's coming out to these panels and watching the keynotes and everything. I know that the panel I'm on is going to be great. The people I'm speaking with are super accomplished and amazing, and I know that the conference has so much more in store with all the other panels and the keynotes. So I'm hoping people just come in and take away something new, a new perspective. So really excited about that.
The conference will kick off in room 120 of the Mass Communication Building and will be from 9 to 3. In Edmond, Eden Jones, UCentral News.
Coming up on UCentral News, I'm breaking down the latest on Britney Spears' conservatorship. That's ahead in social media.
But first, there is rain in our forecast. Here's a live look outside on campus. It's quite a cloudy day. We've had puddles outside and then consistent rain throughout the day. So stay tuned for MC's weather update right after this.
things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back, Bronchos. I am MC, your weather anchor for today. Let's go ahead and take a look at your weather headlines. It is raining outside. Scattered showers tonight. We will have some storms coming in to bring in the cool temperatures for the rest of the week. We will have a potential high wind gust for the rest of the night, about 60 miles per hour. And we're going to see some hail, about quarter-size hail. Now, the temperature for today, big number on the screen, 67 degrees. We have some scattered showers out there. As you can see, we do have some VO of here on campus. Little sprinkling showers here and there. We do have a northeast wind about 13 miles per hour. Humidity is sitting at about 93%, and it does feel like about 66, 67. Now, the temperatures across the state here in the metro, 67, Guyman, 66, Miami 82, Ponca City 92, which is very surprising because of those showers, but it's probably just that humidity. Enid 93. Now for tonight, the number will go down. It's going to be 66 here in the metro. Not going to be clear. It's going to be a little sprinkling, and then we're going to have a northeast wind about 6 miles per hour. Humidity is going to be 97%, and we will have a chance of rain 60%. Now the temperatures across the night: Tulsa 68, McAllister 66, same thing in Ardmore, Lawton 64. Here in OKC, like I said, 66. Guyman is going to be the coolest, 52, and then Alta 61. Now the temperatures for tomorrow here in the metro, it will be 78. Enid 88, Woodward 72, Guyman 66 is going to be the coolest in Oklahoma. Alta 78, Lawton same thing. Now the daily forecast for tomorrow will be 7 a.m. be 66 degrees. We might have a few scattered storms. The rain is going to be raining at lunchtime around noon. It will be 72 degrees, and then it's going to be cloudy at 71. Now the forecast for the rest of the week here in the metro on Thursday will be 67 right now. We will have 40% chance of rain tonight. Going into tomorrow, Friday, it's going to be 78 degrees, and then we're going to have a 70% chance of rain. Same temperature on Saturday, but we're going to see that percentage of rain go down to 60. For Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the temperature is going to go up and then back down, 77, 78, 75 for Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, that's all I have for you guys right now. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you so much, MC, for that weather update. And we are going to have to be looking out for those showers and that lightning. We did see that the fire department was out at a house earlier because of a lightning strike.
Yes, that is right. The Oklahoma City Fire Department is sharing this video of their firefighters at the OKC FD Training Center.
The firefighters were training on interior fire attack and observing flame growth. The department says they were also observing the fire spread and utilizing thermal imaging technology.
Still ahead, a judge removes Britney Spears' father as her conservator. Plus, a highly anticipated series is returning tonight. I'll break it all down in social media after this.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back to UCentral News. I'm Tyler Whitehead, and here is your social media update. An update on Britney Spears. After her hearing yesterday, her father was removed as her conservator. However, she is going to have to battle her freedom from court control in the coming weeks. Her legal team is seeking to take legal action against her father for misconduct during the conservatorship. Neither her or her father were physically present at the hearing, but her attorney was present and gave an oral argument that AP News compared it to a closing argument in a criminal case. Spears' father has controlled her life and money for 13 years, but now Britney is free from his control. And speaking of music artists breaking free, Taylor Swift announced today that her version of Red will be released a week earlier than anticipated. She made the announcement and went on tweeting, quote, "Can't wait to celebrate the 13th with you and our new/old Autumn Heartbreak album," end quote. Swift is releasing this new version because the original album is under ownership by Scooter Braun. The album will feature new songs as well as revamped versions of older tracks. It will be released on November 12th. And the California governor will release a children's book. Ben and Emma's big hit stems from his struggles as a child in school with dyslexia. In a statement, he said, quote, "My self-esteem and my grades suffered until I learned about dyslexia and strategies for dealing with it. So I wrote this books in hopes of helping support young people struggling with learning disabilities," end quote. The book will be written with open dyslexic font to make it more readable for people with dyslexia. All proceeds will go to the International Dyslexia Association. Attention all Grey's Anatomy fans, tonight marks the premiere of Grey's Anatomy Season 18. Many fans have created theories online on what they think will happen this season. Many actors from previous seasons will be returning, including Kate Walsh. Walsh starred on her own spin-off show, Private Practice, and has gained prominence in shows like The Umbrella Academy and 13 Reasons Why. The premiere will air on ABC at 8 p.m. tonight. Will you be watching? The world of Spider-Man is getting a little bigger. Rumors are circulating across Twitter about the future of this Avenger. Many people are saying a second trilogy focusing on Tom Holland's Spider-Man is in development. Other projects rumored are a Sinister Six film and a team-up with Venom. 2 films will be released this year, with Venom Let There Be Carnage premiering tonight and Spider-Man No Way Home premiering this December. Well, that's all I have for you today. Make sure to follow us on social media so you don't miss out on anything UCentral News. Give us a follow on Twitter at UCentral Media, on TikTok at UCentral, and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/UCentral. Hope you all have a great day. Courtney, what do we have coming up?
Next up, Jackson will have a sports update for UCO, news about the OKC Thunder Media Day, and OU and OSU football. Stay tuned. We'll be back after the break.
go back and change it all. I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
In the land of wonder and awe, you won't believe you see what you saw. Where there's something to do for young and for old, where stories are written and then they're retold. Visit travelok.com today. Come see for yourself and come out to play.
Welcome back, Bronco fans. I'm Jackson Rowbottom, and this is your sports update. UCO volleyball is staying hot right now, coming off their winning performance against the Missouri Southern State Lions. This moves the Broncos to 11-2 on the season, with all the confidence in the world moving into their next meet with Emporia State at Emporia, Kansas. Emporia State is suffering this season on the court with a record of 2-9, and it'll be the last test for UCO before taking on the #1 volleyball team in the conference against a 12-1 Washburn College. The match with Emporia State is set to be played tonight, September 30th at 6 p.m. The Hall of Fame game for UCO football is here. As your UCO Broncos go head-to-head with the Lincoln Blue Tigers, neither team is coming into this game with a winning record, with UCO entering this game with only one win, which came in Week 1, and the Blue Tigers coming in with no wins to their credit. Both teams will enter Wantland Stadium in Edmond, Oklahoma, trying to improve their mediocre seasons and put life into their young seasons. Kickoff will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. on Saturday, October 2nd. Your UCO soccer team will be continuing their trip to the north to take on Fort Hays State this week. UCO seems to have found rhythm in their game as they've improved to a season of 5-2-1 after a 5-week road trip that saw them get 2 more wins and a draw added to their record. The 3-2-3 Fort Hays State Tigers have a difficult task ahead of them, and we are going to see how they handle it when the game kicks off tonight at 7 p.m. Your Oklahoma City Thunder had their media day earlier this week with Darius Baisley and Gilgeous Alexander and many other Thunder players taking part to help promote the Thunder brand and prepare the fans for the new NBA season. Darius Baisley spoke very fondly of some of his memories as a player in the newly named Paycom Center and expressed his own excitement for fans to be back in the stands for the 21-22 NBA season. We're looking forward to seeing how the Thunder bounce back for the new season, and we wish the Thunder the best of luck this upcoming year. And again, OU is playing football this week as they hit the road for the first time this year when they go up to Manhattan, Kansas, taking on the Kansas State Wildcats. With Rattler taking the helm to keep the 4-0 Sooner record from suffering their first loss of the season. That game will kick off this Saturday, October 2nd at 2:30 p.m. And Oklahoma State will be at home this week, playing host to the Baylor Bears. Well, they'll be looking to also remain undefeated. The OSU Rush looks to have gained momentum and found a way to be effective in the last 2 games, as the OSU is coming off of their most impressive win of the season against the Kansas State Wildcats. After a rough start to the season, and they'll be looking to keep up the good play against Baylor October 2nd at 6 p.m. And that's all we've got for you today on Sports Central. For all other information, facts, and updates about UCO sports, visit broncosports.com. Tyler, back to you and Courtney at the desk.
Still ahead on UCentral News, follow us here, and October starts tomorrow.
MC will wrap up your weather, but first going to look at some fall activities here in the metro.
Take a break.
What was it? Batteries. That was your mic.
things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
And Myriad Botanical Garden says Pumpkinville is returning. Myriad says families can explore imaginative displays created in the children's gardens.
Pumpkinville runs from October 8th through 24th. Some more events are the free crafts, paint a pumpkin, and face paintings. For more information, you can check out the Myriad Botanical Gardens website.
That's not the only fall experience in the area. Pumpkin season is in full swing here in Edmond.
Wing's annual Fall Festival has begun. Attendees can enjoy activities such as hay rides, pumpkin picking, pumpkin decorating, and photo opportunities.
The money raised helps this local nonprofit provide vocational, residential, and social opportunities to adults with developmental disabilities. The festival is open on weekends and is going through October 17th. And MC, we've had an interesting day with weather, lightning, storms. What's going on this evening? What do we have?
For tonight, Courtney, it is going to come a little bit. It's going to become a little bit cooler. Temperature is going to be 66 degrees. We will still have a few showers here in the metro. We're going to have a northeast wind of about 6 miles per hour. The humidity is going to be 97%, but the rain is going to be 60%. So it's going to be very, very cool and very wet. Now, looking back right here, the VO is still going. It's wet here on campus. If you could go ahead and click to my next slide for me, Trey. All right, well, that's all I have for you guys currently. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, MC. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of UCentral News. I'm Courtney Hall.
And I'm Tyler Whitehead. Have a great night, Edmond.